Hello friends, welcome to Shiksharthi. In this video, we shall be discussing arithmetic series. So let's start. There are two things that I would like to discuss here. One, and these two things would come up from the entire discussion which has already taken place here. So talking about point number 7 now. So when I talk about point number 7, can I say that if I pick up any term from an arithmetic series, so let's say I'm picking up any term Tn, or instead of writing it as Tn, let me write it as I pick up any term as Tk, and then I subtract any other term of the same series. I repeat, now Tk here refers to a term that has been picked up from a term. That could be any term, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, any term. Similarly, Tr is a term which has been picked up from the same series. So these are two terms which are picked up from the same arithmetic series. So can I say this will be nothing but k minus r times of the common difference? And for this you can just use this formula. For example, if I say Tk will be nothing but T1 plus k minus 1 into d, and Tr will be nothing but T1 plus r minus 1 into d, and then you make it like two equations in more than one variable. You solve for the equation and you get this, right? So this gives me a hint that we can combine equations also with arithmetic series. Okay, so now, but I'll take this as an example here. Let us say that I want to pick up the fifth term. So let's say the fifth term minus the second term should be, ideally from the formula, should be what? 5 minus 2 times of the common difference, and the common difference here is 3. So this should work out to be how much? 5 minus 2, 3 into 3 is a 9. Which is the fifth term from here? 14. And which is the second term from here? 5. So can I say LHS is equal to RHS? Yes, I can say, and then you'll be able to establish the identity thereafter. So this becomes a very, very important conclusion. Last but not the least, talking about the concept of arithmetic means that we had already discussed, but we'll discuss it once again with the help of the same series that we had talked about. So let's say 2, 5, 8, 11, 14 and 17. So let's say this is my first term, which we know, this is the first term, and this is my last term. In this case, the last term is the sixth term. So now this becomes my first arithmetic mean, this becomes my second arithmetic mean, and we have already talked about how does this become an arithmetic mean, because the two terms, the two immediate terms, that means the preceding and the succeeding term, added and divided by 2 makes this term, which is the intermediate term, as the arithmetic mean of the immediate terms. Similarly, this becomes my third arithmetic mean, and this becomes my fourth arithmetic mean. Going further, now this, we know this is the first term. Can I say the first arithmetic mean will be the first term plus the common difference? The second term here would be what? T1 plus 2d, because we know this in any case is an arithmetic series. So if the first term is T1, the second term would be T1 plus d, and so on. In that case, this becomes what? I'm sorry, this is T1. And this in any case we know is what? T1 plus 5d. We already know this. Okay, this again reminds me when I was doing this. So we need to know that the first term and the last term, the second term and the second last term. So the second last term is n minus 1. And then we talk about the arithmetic means. This just reminded me of this. So this, please understand, this is not n minus 2, this is n minus 1, and so is this n minus 1. Okay. Now, as discussed earlier, now if this has how many terms? 6 terms. How many arithmetic means will it have? It will have n minus 2 arithmetic means, is what we had already discussed earlier. But now let us see the other side of it. Other side is if I say that there are n arithmetic means, right? So for that series, how many total number of terms would be there? N plus 2 terms. So let us now apply this formula, and if I say that there are n arithmetic means in an arithmetic series, in that case, that arithmetic series, what is the total count of terms? So you have n arithmetic means, you excluded the first term and the last term, you add it here. So it is n plus 1 plus another one, which makes it n plus 2 terms. So an arithmetic series which has n arithmetic means, you have n plus 2 terms there. Okay. Now, so can I say nth arithmetic mean will be nothing but t1 plus nd, which is just like saying a plus nd. We have already established this. And at the same time, now when I wish to work out a let's say, now this is the series that I am talking about. This is the generalized series. This was the specific series that I had taken. So if there are, so now if I put it like this, t1 and then I have a1 and then I have a2. So I can say t2 is nothing but a1, t3 is nothing but a2, and at the same time I can say t of n minus 1 is nothing but the nth arithmetic mean, and the last term here I have as tn. Okay. So now when I say that nth arithmetic mean, this basically amounts to what? This amounts to, this is nothing but, so I'll put it in the next line here. The nth arithmetic mean is nothing but t of n minus 1. Meaning thereby the first arithmetic mean, I'll say what? So if I say first arithmetic mean, so in that case this should be how much? T0. Now when I say first arithmetic mean, T0 basically refers to what? You just need to understand it from here. Let's see whether we have written this correctly or not. No, this is not correct. So the nth arithmetic mean, if I say, let's see. So this is the second term. This is 1, this is 3, this is 2. So this, if it is n minus 1, this becomes n minus 2. So now if I am referring to the nth arithmetic mean, which we are talking about the last arithmetic mean now, so that refers to what? So the best way to understand this here is, this term will be one more than this. Just keep this thing in mind. So from here you will be able to deduce the formula. Now what are we saying? We are saying in an arithmetic series, if there are n arithmetic terms, and there are n arithmetic means, in that case the nth arithmetic mean would be t of n plus 1. So please understand it like this: am1 is t2, am2, the second arithmetic mean would be the third term in the same series. So from here, can I calculate t of n plus 1? Yes. Now when I calculate t of n plus 1, now t of n plus 1 works out to be how much? We already know. So in this case, we just need to put n plus 1, which becomes t1 plus nd, which is just like saying a plus nd. So what have we established? We have established this only. The very last thing here now, so the very last thing here is, so if I say now the last term, which is tn minus the first term, so I am subscribing to this formula only, the last term minus this. Now this will be what? How many? This is n minus 1 into d, but how many terms do we have here? We have n plus 2. So this is how you maneuver the same formula when you are talking about arithmetic means. You are just trying to maneuver the same formula. So tn minus t1 would be nothing but n plus 1 times of d. Okay. Now once I already know, so can I pick up any arithmetic mean? So I can apply this formula now in terms of arithmetic mean. So if I pick up any arithmetic mean, let's say I pick up any kth arithmetic mean and I pick up any rth arithmetic mean from the same series, the arithmetic series, can I say it will be nothing but k minus r times of d? For example, if I pick up the fifth, let's say the fourth arithmetic mean and the first arithmetic mean, and when I subtract this, I get a 9, which is just like saying what? I picked up the fourth arithmetic mean and the first arithmetic mean. So a4 minus a1 is nothing but 4 minus 1 into the common difference, which is 3. So we should get a 9, right? Are we getting a 9? Yes, we are.